Hello there, everyone. Welcome to a new Let's Play with me, your host, Tim. And today, we will start playing through Tokyo Dark together. There will be some prep here that you can skip by going to the comments section down below, where there will be a pinned comment from me over here on YouTube, a normal comment over here on BitChute, which will have a timestamp in it. You can go to that timestamp to avoid my talking about Tokyo Dark for a few minutes before we hit new game. We're going to chat about what Tokyo Dark is, how far I got in the game, why we're recording it, and any special things I'll be doing while I am recording this game, like the playstyle that I'll be utilizing, playing with, as it were. Tokyo Dark is a point-and-click adventure game. Would be probably the most accurate way to describe it. We'll be playing the role of this protagonist that we see in front of us over here on the right, as she attempts to figure out, or rather, as she attempts to investigate, I believe, a missing persons case, or a series of murders, or something of the sort. The game is very creepy from my brief time playing the game. I've played the game for maybe 10 minutes tops. The game has startled me a few times, and I've liked it so far. I liked it enough that I'm willing to risk recording it mostly blind with you guys, and I feel that it would be appropriate to play it for the fall months. At the months of September through November on my YouTube channel and or BitChute, I like recording creepy and or horror-themed games to get myself in the mood for the holiday of Halloween, my favorite holiday, best holiday. And Tokyo Dark seems to fit that bill, so I'm looking forward to recording it with you guys. There's a lot of in-game text for Tokyo Dark from my brief time playing it, so you should expect me to do all the reading. I like reading everything, so I will be doing that here too. I like doing voices, so you should expect me to do terrible voices for all the different characters as well, because that's kind of my gig. And since I'm doing so much talking, I will be talking when not reading text as well. If there is some like very thematic or atmospheric thing happening where I feel my chatting would detract from the atmosphere, I will not ruin it. But otherwise, you expect me to do just a bunch of chatting about what's going on, my thoughts on this current situation, and so on. Similar to Crying Sons. What else is there? A protagonist has the option of running. You should expect me to never run. I like walking in all the games I play. I feel that is probably very realistic. I will run on that note when it is realistic to do so. If I'm being chased or someone's in trouble, I need to get to them very quickly, I will be doing the running, jogging, whatever it is to get there or get away as quick as possible. But otherwise, it's walking for me. And with all that said, I think that's good. So I'm going to go check on my recording's volume. And if everything is coming out okay, we'll be back to go ahead and start Tokyo Dark. So a few seconds, everyone. Hey, everyone. All right, so I've gone and checked my audio settings. Everything sounded great, and then I hit new game. And the game, at that point, resets the audio settings you have set to its in-game back to their defaults, which is 100% in-game volume. And what this means is that you can't hear me talk over the piano that we'll be playing when we reach the first city. This occurs within the first 5 minutes or so of the game. So what we're going to do is this. I have set my microphone volume to be higher with the recording software I'm using. And once we're at that city, I will cut the recording, and then I will readjust the audio settings again, make sure everything is coming out okay, and then we'll be good to go. Alright, so let's go ahead and start us up a new game. And this is fine. I don't care about my current playthrough. I've only been playing for 10 minutes or so anyway, so time to restart. We get to choose between English and I think that's Japanese, so we're going to be picking English. English, yes, yep. That's what I want to pick. Oh, Tim, you're already messing this up. Consider your actions. The decisions you make will change the world around you and how your story unfolds. Autosave makes every decision final. There is no going back. Click to continue. When I close my eyes, she's always there, smiling, always smiling.
これは現実?
From the grimy fabric of the train seat, I recognize a familiar face. Tanaka. What's your badge doing in a place like this? Where are you?
Hi.
Ito! Where are you? I've been trying to reach you for 20 minutes! I guess this means you've heard about his phone. Yeah, Saki told me. I'm on my way to Shinjuku now. I couldn't wait for the uniforms and miss another chance. And we've narrowed down the GPS signal to a back alley in the east part of town. You're the only detective I trust that's near it. That said, I'd be an idiot not to send in a team behind you. Lucky for us, it doesn't look like it's moved in the last 40 minutes. What's your ETA? I should be there in about 10 minutes. How long until your team arrives? At this rate, about 20 minutes behind you. Ito, we have no idea what you're walking into, so no heroics. Find the phone, discover what you can about how it got there, and then report straight back to HQ. Understood? Yes, sir. I know this one's been especially tough for you. He's your partner, and I understand that you want to be the one to bring him home, but, well, are you going to be okay being back in the field? I know it's been a while since the, incident, so you can't blame me for being a little hesitant. Remember to keep an eye on your spin attributes from time to time by pressing the escape key. I'm taking a big risk and trusting you with this, Ito. We can't have another repeat of Kamakura. I'm fine, sir. I have everything under control. I'll report in once I find the phone. Behind the pleasantries, it's plain as day that Yakimura still doesn't trust me to be on my own. The day Tanaka went missing, the uniforms completely ruined the crime scene. There's no way I'll let that happen again. Hold on, Tanaka. I'll be there soon. "5 days ago, my partner, Detective Kazuki Tanaka, vanished after leaving Police HQ. There was no sign of him, and we had no leads. One of the most populous cities on Earth, he simply disappeared. That is until an hour ago when his phone was mysteriously switched on. Tracing it led me here, to this grimy road on the east side of Shinjuku. Nothing good ever happens in this part of town." Alright everyone, I'm going to place that awkward cut here now. So, a few seconds. Okay everyone, welcome to the game. Here's our hero, Detective Ayami Ito, I believe is how you say her name. I'm probably perfectly wrong. And, as you saw briefly when I popped this up, we can see that she has different statistics. Sanity, professionalism, investigation, and neurosis. I get the feeling the more to the left these things are, the worse it ends up being for our detective, and the more to the right, the better. So our objective is to keep all of these as high as we can. Shame that the cursor can't be used to move us around. In my opinion, the smaller chicken skewer place is, the better. At least, that's what I used to tell Tanaka. I think I agree with that. You don't want to go to the big chain stores. Sorry, eateries. A shabby-looking bar with a butterfly logo on the sign. A hostess bar. Watered-down booze exchanged for fake smiles and a girl to laugh at your jokes. On a normal night, there's no way I'd look for Tanaka here. Tonight's not exactly normal, though. Well, let's not talk to that, I hate to say it, that creepy-looking guy, and we'll say hello to the girl first.
こんにちは。
I'm Detective Ito of the Tokyo Metropolitan Police. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Huh. Could smell the cop on you the moment you step through the door. Yeah, sure, ask away, but make it quick. It usually starts getting busy around now. Have you seen this man in here within the last day or two? Who is he? Some boyfriend of yours? He's a cop, and he's missing. Have you seen him or not? Lots of cops pass through here, but that one I haven't seen. Listen, I've got paying customers and not a lot of free time, so you can either buy a drink or you can go. The hostess seems pretty cagey. She might open up after a drink, but then again, maybe not. I need to be careful here. I don't think we'll drink on the job. I don't drink when I'm working. Funny, I don't work without drinking. Sorry, detective. I can't help you. Evening, sir. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Oh, and what are you supposed to be then? I think this one's with the police, honey. Detective Ito, Tokyo Metropolitan Police. Police, huh? My name's Goto. Is that gun real too? Why don't you let me buy you a drink? Maybe you can show me your gun and I can show you mine. Charming. How about we stick to the questions? You seem like a regular. Have you seen this man tonight? I don't know. See these glasses, Detective Otto? My eyesight's not so good. Why don't you come over here and sit on my knees so I can take a closer look? I'll pass. Huh. Listen, I tried to help you, but if you don't want it, that's fine with me. Wow. So no help from these two. I don't know if you just want to try to walk into a place without having a good excuse. And then this looks like there's a no person sign on that, or at least no guys. Oh, maybe this is the back entrance to the hostess bar. And it leads right to a locker room or changing room or something of the sort. The small bar doesn't seem to have a lot of customers, but there's a good view of the street from the storefront. Well, let's go in. Maybe the owner's seen someone.
はじめまして。
I'm Detective Ito of the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. Would you mind if I ask you a few questions? Oh, no problem at all. You can call me Daizo if you want. I haven't, done something wrong, have I? No, nothing like that. I was hoping you could help me, actually. Have you seen this man? Maybe sometime tonight? Hold on. Mind if I take another peek at that picture? Sorry, I don't think I've seen him after all. Are you positive? Yeah, I definitely remember. You see, to be honest, business hasn't been so great. So I haven't seen much of anyone lately, and I definitely remember a guy like that. Mostly I just sit here alone, wiping the counter over and over again. Can't say I thought this was what I'd be doing as the owner of a bar in Shinjuku, you know? Not to mention us guys like me are being driven out of business around here. All the other places, like that hostess club up the street, are cutting corners. Sorry to hear that, Daizo. I've got one more question if that's okay. You have a pretty good view of the alley from here. Seen anything unusual out there tonight? Unusual. Now that you mention it, when I went out back before, I thought I heard a ringing sound coming from inside one of the dumpsters. It just kept ringing and ringing. Speaking of rings, I had to pawn my wedding ring to pay up this month's rent. Oh, if my wife heard about the next thing in the dumpster might be me. Oh. Poor Daiso. I don't think I'd ever sell my wedding ring. Never. I don't have one. I'm not married, but if I was married, no, I would never sell it. Doesn't look like anyone's been home for a while. But I wonder who'd want to live on a street like this anyway. I guess this place has fallen on hard times recently. Yeah, look at all the graffiti. Whatever was drawn on, someone tried scrubbing off, but gave up halfway. Okay, what else we can get from that? That's a fancy-looking electric lock. Such a grimy-looking door. That sure is a fancy lock. Without a code, there's no way I'm getting in. The small wooden emblem on the door is so worn I can't make it out. Makes you wonder what kinds of stores used to be here before it was cannibalized by bars. Lots of flies around the dumpster. I don't hear a phone. Oh, what a stench. Pretty normal for a dumpster, I guess. It's locked up tight. No doubt about it. That's Tanaka's phone, all right. But who would have put it there? That's an industrial strength lock. No way I can force it open. I bet someone in this building's got a key. It's some sort of warehouse or storage building. No clue what type of company it belongs to, but the dumpsters are definitely theirs. Whoa, 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 lady! We're closed! What are you doing in here?
Huh?
Did you just see that girl? See what now? The lights were flickering, so I came over, but the only girl I see is you. You alright, lady? You're, like, really pale. Yeah, I'm fine. So, this is, like, private property? So, if you don't go, I'm gonna have to go and, like, talk to the police. You're talking to the police. I need access to the dumpster outside this building. Oh, yeah? Right on, right on. Go for it. The dumpster is locked? Oh, right. Yeah, you'll need the key to get into it. I've got one, though, so no worries. Right. Can I have the key? Which key? I've got, like, a lot of keys. Give me the dumpster key. Oh, right. Sorry. Yes, sir. Ma'am. Detective. Sir. Here. So, you didn't, like, actually see anyone in here, right? Because I'm just part-time, so... Yeah, don't worry about it, kid. Whew, right, detective. Ma'am, I gotta go do, like, other duties, you know? Over there, away from the creepy corner. Laters. I don't know if you can find secret stuff or if everything you can possibly interact with is highlighted, so you should probably expect me to swiggle the mouse around on screens like this briefly. Looks like there's a door or something over there. Probably just panels. Probably nothing. Oh, I heard the phone. Yeah, I can barely hear it. This must be it. A filthy paper bag surrounded by a swarm of flies. The ringing is coming from inside. I'll need to fish it out of there to get a closer look. As I draw nearer, the familiar metallic scent of blood drifts into my nostrils. Written on the bag are two characters I know very well. Ayami. What the hell is going on here? Embedded in the gruesome red mass is Tanaka's phone. As I slide the phone out, I'm overwhelmed by the smell of rotting meat and the buzzing of flies. Hello? Who is this? Oh, you finally picked up. I knew you would eventually. It's been a long time, Ayumi-chan. How do you know my name? Where's Tanaka? Where are you keeping him? Shh. Ayami-chan, shh. Tanaka's right here with me in the sewer. Come down. There's something I want you to see. Once Yakimaru's backup sees this, the forensics team won't be far behind. I'll make sure they don't miss it, so it can be properly analyzed. We should also give back the key to the dumpster. Oh, and I can't. And I can't. Blood? No, only fresh red paint. The whole thing reminds me of Kamakura and that girl. But there's no time to dwell on the past tonight. I have work to do. Damn. The bars won't budge. The red paint is on both the inside and outside of the drain. So someone around here must know how to get in. Well, let's talk with Daiso. He might know. Sorry to bother you again, Daiso, but do you know anything about the storm drain at the end of the alley? Oh, no worries, detective. Now that you mention it, you might not believe me, but I swear a fat guy in a suit climbing out of there a few days ago, along with some girl. He's kind of infamous around here. Probably one of the hostesses' clubs, as usual. Maybe the Butterfly Club. Hopefully he stays there. Anyway, that storm drain's bad news if you ask me. I'd stay clear of it. What do you know about the Butterfly Club? You said they were cutting corners earlier? Yeah, they sell stuff cheap and still manage to turn a profit. Naturally, the main method of doing that is by not paying their alcohol license. At the end of the day, paying the cops is cheaper than paying for the license. Sorry, detective. I'm not trying to imply anything about you, of course. I'm just telling it like it is. No one even tries to operate legally here anymore, except big old chumps like me. Oh, I'm not allowed to talk to him about the redheaded girl. Okay. Maybe that's a good thing. Excuse me. I've got a witness who says someone fitting your description has entered the storm drain at the end of the street before. Any chances that was you? I don't know what you're talking about, lady. Can you tell me one thing? What do you know about the storm drain leading to the sewer at the end of the street? Huh? Sewer? What kind of question is that? I don't know anything about some dirty sewer. I think I agree with her. I don't think she knows. I think he does. He fits the description of a fat guy in a suit. Of course, there could be lots of people like that. He didn't mention he was wearing glasses or stuff like that, but I guess he wouldn't have had... well, he has a good view of the street, but... Oh, he might have passed by quickly. Before we threaten him, do I want to do any of this? And as of this point, We have now played up to the part where I had gotten to in the past. Everything else from here on out will be blind, everyone. Am I able to leave this place? To call the police? I said I would check in, and I cannot, okay. We don't have an inventory either from what I see, everyone. So, at least no inventory I'm allowed to go and peek at or manipulate. So I can't call the... I can't call HQ. I think we'll threaten the fat guy. Don't play dumb with me. I know you've been in that sewer. Tell me how you get in, now. Wow! What the hell do you think you are? I don't care what some asshole said about me, lady. I know you take women in there, and if you want to leave this bar with the necessary parts to be with one again, I suggest you start talking. Oh, sorry about the misunderstanding. There's a shrine in that sewer. I go down there to, do stuff. I don't remember asking you what you do down there. I asked how you get down there. Now start talking. Alright, just leave me alone. There's a trick to opening the gate. Twist the leftmost bar to the right, and the one next to it to the left, and they come off. Then you can crawl inside. There, you happy now? Now just leave me alone. Oh, not very professional of us. Not very professional of us. I'm not allowed to talk with Daiso again. Okay. Sorry, just wanted to, I'm curious about the redheaded girl. I'd like to see if he knows anything about the creepy girl that vanished when we saw... Oh, after a few seconds when we saw her. Someone has strung up some cheap lights haphazardly along the ceiling. Maybe in a vain attempt at creating an intimate atmosphere? Ugh. Seeing that probably took a few years off my life. The photo was in good shape, and I guess it was probably taken recently. Ugh. That's... Ugh. Ugh. That's pretty tough. So that fat guy's into some BDSM, huh? Well, that's not illegal, but maybe doing it in here is illegal. You can do it back in your own apartment or something of the sort. I wonder what the shrine gate's doing down here after all this time. Maybe the builders were too superstitious to destroy it when the sewer was built? I'm completely unfamiliar with any Shinto-related religious practices, holidays, celebrations, or the like, unfortunately. A thin, freshly painted line of red paint runs slowly down the wall towards the well. It's a gamble, but I could try getting down there barehanded. Gotta think there's something around here I could use to climb down more safely, though. I'm not going to investigate the blood because I don't want to lose sanity points on the off chance that does so. I mean, we're down to -7. It says stable, so I guess there's a range. I guess maybe it's like -10 to 10. But I don't want to risk losing more sanity if I can avoid it. If he's down here often, there's a possibility he has that rope on him tonight. I should take this photo to remind him. Yeah, I think we'll go get the rope from him, assuming he has it. It's not probably the most sturdiest, but on that note, Ayami Ito here, she looks rather light. Rather, what's the word? Lithe? Petite? So she probably doesn't need a super thick rope to support her weight. I have reason to believe you might be carrying a rope on you. I need it. Ah, you again? I thought you said you'd leave me alone already. Anyway, I don't know nothing about some rope or whatever. I don't have time for this. Oh, what was I, that kind of thing isn't illegal. While in your case it definitely should be, no, it's not. Breaking into a sewer to do it, however, is. And this picture is pretty strong evidence to put you at the scene. Don't you think? Hey now, say, why don't I trade you? I'll give you the rope, and you can give me that picture. I was just about to suggest something similar, except I keep the rope and the picture, and in exchange you get to stay out of jail tonight. Fine, just take it. You know what? I'm starting to think you might not be my type. Well, apparently we're not the professional type. We're going to be the getting things done type. I wonder if there's like a life bar or something of the sort you have to manage that shows up if we were to climb down and fail to climb. Or maybe you can just climb down without needing the rope. She did mention that that's a possibility. The rope is thin. I know it's been used, but it's all I've got. Here goes nothing. Writing runes on the wall. At long last, I'd found Kazuki. His hands were bound and his head was covered by a dirty, blood-stained sack. I'd gone in all business, ready to handle the situation quickly, get everyone home safe, and go back to a normal life. My plans went out the window the minute I made out the captor's face. It was a face I knew very well. 6 months ago, in Kamakura, Kazuki and I encountered her in a hostage situation gone wrong. She died. The cold eyes and unhinged smile that stared at me from the shadows at the end of the tunnel belonged to a girl 6 months dead. I stood frozen to the spot, unable to speak as I faced down the impossible. Must be a trick. That's what my subconscious whispered to me over and over to drown out the sound of my beating heart. The girl wasn't surprised to see me. In fact, it seemed that my shock and surprise was what she had wanted to see all along. The fact remained that I was alone. I hadn't told Yukimura where I was, and Tanaka's life was in her hands. It was me and her, a lone detective, and a girl straight from a nightmare. Oh crap, we're on a timer. Tanaka, hang in there. I'll get you out of this. Ito, is that you? Get out, run. She's not what you... Shh. Don't waste time talking to her. You won't even speak to me. Not even a hello or a long time no see, Ayumi-chan? No, you just talk to him like I'm not even here. Ayami, I'm sorry. Please, save yourself. Quiet! I mean, Please be quiet, Tanaka. There. Shh. It'll all be over soon, and then we'll be together in the dark, so don't think about her anymore. Why do you look like her? What is this? Look like who? I've looked this way for a long time. What you looking for, Ayami-chan? The bullet in my head? I won't fall for that. Anyone could have read about that case. Ayami, don't talk to her. Run, for both our sakes. Why? Why are you taking her side and all of a sudden? You said you'd help me. Stop talking to her. I'm not going anywhere. We can both help you. No one needs to get hurt. You mean just like the last time? In Kamakura? No, Ayami-chan. No more talking. You're going to sit there like a good girl and listen until we're done. Ayami, forget what you've seen here and go. Save yourself. See? Tanaka is so caring, even about a bitch like you. That's why he promised to help me. Soon, we don't need you. Shh. Can you hear that? The voices, they're back. You remember the little whispers, don't you? I knew it. I knew it would happen. Now I can take Tanaka with me, and he'll help me find the door. It's like when I was little. There were police back then, too. Don't you see, Ayami-chan? It's exactly like the last time. It'll work. Tanaka will be with me now. Everything will be different this time. This time, it will let me go. I won't let you take him from me. He promised to help me. And now, even you can't get in the way. Faced with the impossible, my mind raced in every direction to come up with a logical explanation. The clothes, the hair, the mannerisms were all the same, but I still didn't believe. It was when she mentioned the voices that my defenses began to wear down. There was no way she could have known about that. I left it out of my reports, and Kazuki and I didn't talk about it. I began to accept that the girl I faced really was the same girl, and into my nostrils, the scent of cherry blossoms began to intermingle with the stink of sewage. I tried to focus on Kazuki and keep him talking, but the girl wouldn't let him. He sounded strange under the hood, like he was hurt. I knew I didn't have much time. Wow, 8 seconds left. Enough! Put down your weapon, or I'll have to shoot. You'll have to? You'll have to shoot? Oh, you say it like it's such a hard choice for you. I know you better than anyone, even better than Tanaka here. I know that you want to kill me. You were just waiting for an excuse. I thought you'd be different this time. I thought maybe you'd believe me after what happened to us in Kamakura. But I was wrong. Go on, do it. We don't need you anymore. I have Tanaka. He cares about me. So you kidnapped and tortured a man who cares about you? If you care about him, why not let him go? Kidnapped! Torture! Tanaka wants to be here with me. Can't you see that? I'm begging you, please put a stop to this. Stop! No, no, no! I don't want it to stop. If I stop, he can't help me and I won't be able to rest. You're trying to distract me. Doesn't matter. I'll prove it to you. Soon, and then you'll understand how wrong you were. Stop! Hurting him doesn't prove anything. Please. It doesn't have to end this way. Again. As she heard the click of the hammer being pulled back, her face wrinkled into an even wider grin. It was at that moment I realized I was dancing to her tune. An intense feeling of deja vu washed over me as I once again found myself looking at the knife-wielding girl down the barrel of a gun. I was reeling and desperately wanted to take back the control she had wrenched from me. Why are you doing this? Why? I told you why. You really are stupid, aren't you, Ayami-chan? Every day is the same, is the same, is the same. But now I've got Tanaka here with me. It's like a new adventure. The dark will behave with him, and the mask in it. And then we can start looking for the door. And when we find it, everyone will... Oh, but stupid, selfish Ayami-chan. You want to know why I brought you here, huh? You're just here to wake it up. You think you're the hero? Gonna save the day? Wrong. I'll prove it. Stand right there. I'll show you right what Tanaka thinks of you. Kazuki never called for help. Never protested. It was like he knew it was going to happen from the beginning. Casually, like she'd done it 100 times before, she slid the knife across his throat. Oh my god! Six months earlier. Oh man. Oh, that's pretty rough. Oh. Oh, it fails so much in the beginning. Part of me had to do this over again and maybe shoot her or do anything else but ask her questions. Oh, man. No, we'll keep going. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty tough pill to swallow. Okay. What's our stats here? Oh, we have the stats we had at the end of the last part. Negative 12 sanity, minus 4 professionalism, 39 investigation, 1 neurosis. Okay. Okay. So we are remembering. We're not reset to new Ayami. Good morning, Lady Fluffington. How are you today? Yeah. Aw, glad you're so happy. I guess Kazuki already left, huh? Yeah. You didn't drive him out, did you? No bitey scratchy? Nah. Well, that settles that then, I guess. You've been good with him lately, haven't you? Yeah. If only Yakimura shared your enthusiasm. Something tells me he'll get over it, though. Nya, nya, nya. Do you have to play right now? Nya, nya, nya. All right. Where'd you hide your toy this time? Oh, nice. We can recover sanity by becoming having neurology problems. That's going to be great. Let's go to the bedroom. Oh, there's a toy in here. Oh, I like the picture. I have something similar to this on the wall in my hallway. Which reminds me, I still need to record myself talking to you guys. Maneki Neko is Lady Fluffington's favorite toy and has suffered from months of her batting it around. If I see any while I'm out, I should pick up a new one. Who knows? They might even bring us good luck. Oh, this is so painful. Knowing how it ends up. For the life of me, I can't figure out why you love this thing so much. Nya, nya, nya. Well, whatever the reason, I'm glad it makes you so happy, little one. Nya. Nice, recovered 10 sanity. Oh. An elderly man was attacked and seriously injured while emerging from a shrine in Kanda, Tokyo Prefecture last night. Sorry, I think I got it right. The man, Takada Isa, 74, sustained injuries to his head and abdomen, including several lacerations, and was admitted to a nearby hospital where he remains in stable but critical condition. According to police, eyewitnesses reported hearing a struggle around 11:45 p.m. and shouting from a young-sounding voice. When asked if any witness had seen the suspect, police said that the assailant may have been a high school-aged girl. Local high schools have been asked by police for any students fitting the witnesses' descriptions, but so far they have had no leads. Citizens in the area are beginning to grow anxious and have called for increased police presence around shrines and temples, especially around the time students might be coming and going from school and late at night. Local police stressed to the public to remain calm, saying that this was an isolated incident and that they are pursuing all leads. Some residents in the area, however, are not impressed with the police response. Local resident Suzuki Kawana, 71, points to a swath of random red paint marks on the shrine gate and cites a popular theory in the area that there is a youth rebellion against Japanese traditional values. Police refused to comment when this was brought up in a recent press conference. Authorities speculate that this attack may have potentially linked to a series of crimes surrounding shrines and temples in the area, but that this is the first time any violent action has occurred. The second incident occurred 2 months ago and resulted in the main hall of a local shrine suffering fire damage, but no injuries. Another incident was reported several weeks later, where a local resident noticed several dead cats in front of a shrine's gate. Police are hesitant to link the crimes because of a lack of a specific pattern. What's this? Kazuki must have been looking at it before he left. A shrine. Red paint. It has all the patterns of the case he's been working on for the last few months. Yukimura's been giving him hell, saying that such a minor case is wasting precious police resources, but bullheaded as always, he won't give it up. Can't say I get it either, honestly. Chasing after some weird kids and vandals isn't his style. It's weird. He's been kind of obsessed about this case, but when I ask him for details, he shrugs me off. Maybe I'll ask him about it when he comes back. Where is he, anyway? It's a bit exhausting being with someone who's on their own schedule all the time. At least he brought coffee before he left. Otherwise, he'd be in it for a world of hurt. Hello, neighbor.
こんにちは。
Oh, hey, Yumi. Do you, want to come in? Nope. I'm on my way out, but I wanted to drop this off first. It certainly has a distinct odor. Ancient family recipe, creamy curry donuts. Coconut, honey, curry powder, but the secret is the 5 hot chilies that are hidden in the batter. They have quite the kick. These bad boys will clean your soul with fire, inside and out. This sounds amazing. Oh, I like Miss Donut. I like her hoodie as well. Wait, how are the chilies hidden in the batter? Yumi, I'm not so sure. Ah ha ha, no need to thank me. Your body will thank me after you eat them. But anyways, how have you been? All I see lately is convenience store box lunches and junk food. You need to take care of yourself. I'd be happy to cook for you too if you want. You're welcome round anytime. How about tonight, or maybe after you're done working sometime? Tonight might be a little tricky, and our shifts can run a little late. Unless you're happy with us dropping in around 2 a.m.? You make a good point there, neighbor. It's bad enough with you clomping around at night. I am right beneath you, you know. Sorry, Yumi. You can blame the clomping on Kazuki. I'm light as a feather. Don't be sorry. It's the price of living below someone so interesting. Then again, there was that one time you started singing at 4 a.m. You were shouting something about the night not being able to end until you sang some idol song. What was it again? That's okay. You can forget about that if you like. To be honest, I liked it. It was reassuring to hear you loosen up. Plus, I like to think it gives me a window into Detective Ito's real side. You know what I mean? My real side, huh? Well, I do like karaoke. Then we should go sometime. I can sing in English too. I'm a pro. My girlfriends thought I was half. I'm quite talented, you see. I guess like half American. Damn, that's my work phone. Oh, okay. I should get going anyway. But, Ayami, don't forget my offer, okay? Come over sometime. I will. Sorry, Yumi, I've got to take this.
はい。
Ito here. Kazuki, is that you? Yeah, it's me. Thanks for picking up. I didn't know who else to call. I was wondering where you wanted off. Why are you calling me on this phone? You're not on the clock, are you? Sorry, I couldn't leave this one alone. I think I made a big break. And what, the mystery of the broken coffee maker? Nope. Unfortunately, that case will likely remain unsolved. The shrine case we're working on. I think I found a pattern. All the shrines are attached to people whose names are said Kawana. There are so many ways to write Kawana in Chinese characters that we didn't see the connection. It's like our suspect has been going up and down Tokyo, going to shrines one by one, looking for someone. That would explain how the pattern seems so random. Doesn't explain the weird markings or the random violence, though. No, but it is a start. I had a bit of a snoop through records, and I think she'll be in Kamakura next. I'm headed there now. I can be there in a little over an hour. What do you need me to do? Thanks, Ayami. I knew I could count on you. I don't trust anyone else. I'm just about to arrive, so I'll get started on the legwork, interviewing people in the area and seeing what they know. Meanwhile, once you get here, I'll need more official stuff, surveillance footage, public records, and the like. Not much to go on, but together we should find something. Oh, I get the boring stuff. Serves me right for showing up late, huh? I'll get you a drink after. Promise. Ayami, keep an eye out for red paint. It's been at all the other crime scenes. I'll see you soon. And be careful. If I'm right, this person might be dangerous. In retrospect, the way Kazuki sounded on the phone that day was off. Under his normal enthusiasm was a hesitation, a little shake in his voice that told me something was wrong. At the time, I chalked it up to overwork. After all, he hadn't been sleeping much in weeks prior. If only I'd known and hadn't put up a wall of normality to hide away from it. Instead of explaining away his obsession with the case, ignoring him as he tossed and turned, I should have talked to him. In all fairness, I wasn't the only one trying to ignore reality. Kazuki was a fierce investigator. Once he grabbed a hold of something, he followed it no matter how dangerous it was. He kept me in the dark as long as he could, but in the end he needed me. So when he called me, he tried his best to laugh and joke to throw me off the scent. It worked. It worked because I let it. I love her voice. I wish this was voice acted, actually. Alright, everyone, so I think... Yep, we'll play for 46 minutes. Just about an hour if I count in the first part, the prep. So I'm going to put a cut here, or rather, we're going to stop here, and we'll pick up the investigation in the next episode. What do you guys think so far? I like it! Although I wish I saved his life, so I'm already pretty upset about that. Maybe it's not possible to save him though. Maybe no matter what, that occurs. I'm gonna hope that's the case, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we had a chance to save him and it didn't work out. And before we go, here's our stats. So, we're not very professional. I'm sorry, we're still professional. We're beginning to slide down into unprofessionalism. We have a bit of, I want to say neuroticism. Our sanity is mostly intact, and we're focused on the investigation. Oh, actually, I can say we're stable, professional, focused, and stressed. Hopefully, it will remain about this much, or we can become much more unstressed as we go forward. We will find out together.